Good morning. I'm Mary with Pinky Mall's Cakes, Cookies, and Candy, or otherwise Pinky Mall's Sisters in the Kitchen. We've started out with Pinky Mall's Cakes, Cookies, and Candy, and then we kind of decided Pinky Mall's Sisters in the Kitchen might be a good subtitle. So that's who we are. My sister and I, we do these videos 3 or 4 times a week, and they are other people that are taking our videos and saying it's them and posting our videos. And one of them that just keeps popping up on my screen is fans. It says fans, and it said, and that's a little round circle. It says fans, and then it's Pinky Mall's Cakes, Cookies, and Candy. And so that's not us. That's not our videos. They're taking it is us. They're taking our videos, but it's someone else that's putting it out there. It ain't us. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that the best way to watch our videos is to go through our website. And our website is pinkymallskitchen.com. And then just scroll all the way down, and there'll be a little symbol at the end of the page with a circle with an F, and that stands for Facebook. And if you'll click on that, that would take you to the correct page. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that. And I am having internet problems this morning, so hopefully it won't cut off, but I'm going to go ahead and do the video because I'm ready to do it. I have preheated my oven to 350. I am making mini Valentine heart cakes, and I've already got some made, so we don't have to keep you tied up so long. But anyway, I this is a very simple recipe. I bought one of these confetti strawberry cake and cupcake mix. You can use any mix you want to. This just has those little sprinkles in it. But you can use chocolate cake, you can use a white cake, any kind that you want. And add, I put a box of strawberry instant pudding mix. It cannot be the kind that you cook. It has to be instant. Sonic is not a Jell-O brand. This is a Sonic brand. Strawberry instant pudding is hard to find. It's harder than others. But Sonic puts one out. It's strawberry. It says strawberry shake instant pudding. I add that to the mix. The reason that I add it to the mix is because it gives it, makes it a little bit more dense than the cake mix. Some cakes you want light and fluffy, but if you're trying to work with them in your hand, you want them to be a little denser. So that's why I add the instant pudding. And if you're doing a chocolate cake mix, then you put your instant pudding, chocolate instant in there. All right, so I got that in there, and then it takes 4 eggs, whole eggs. I forgot to get my milk out, but I'll get it out. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful day, weather-wise and everything. It's raining here. It's been raining day and night. And so I know the rivers and creeks are really rising. It's not, it's only 36 here, so it's not freezing. But the rain is really making the creeks rise. I'm going to throw this away and get me some milk. I forgot to get the milk out of the refrigerator. I know a lot of y'all are having really freezing bad weather. I'm putting 1.5 cups of whole milk. For you that are new, we try to give the ingredients and the measurements as we go, but we actually have, because we don't print the recipes out on our videos. We have a members page where I'm going to put this up. we have a members page that that is a $5.99 a month, where you can go and get the written recipe. But if you'll watch closely, we both, Linda and I both, we give the measurements, but a lot of people don't like to write the recipe down as we go, and so that's where you can go to our members page and get it where you can print it out. I just put 1/4 a cup of Crisco vegetable oil. So that's all the ingredients. 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of milk, instant pudding, and 1.5 cups of milk, 1/4 cup of oil, and the instant pudding. And I'm gonna mix this for about 2 minutes. I know it's loud. That's just the way it is. Whenever you bake a cake, you have to... All right, get that out of the way. Okay, I have, now you can bake these in regular muffin pans if you want to, but I have these silicone heart pans. And I sprayed them with Baker's Joy. I don't always use this, but in small little places like this and where it has a shape, I use this baker spray. If you don't want to use it, you can melt you some butter or shortening and outline your pans, and then put a dust of flour in it. My sister Linda doesn't use flour. I always have before, and she says you don't have to add that flour. I don't know if I'm just afraid not to or what, but I would if I was using butter or shortening or something to grease my pans. But anyway, I've got these 2 pans. This mix makes 24, but it really depends on what size pans you're using. So, let's see. I'm going to use a cookie scoop to put it in here because it's just easier to get it in there. Oh, and you don't want to fill these but about 2/3 full. The ones I made this morning, I kind of overfilled it. And so I got, the cake kind of makes bigger. So this scoop is a little bit big. I made a mess right there. Get me a... And I've already got some done. I'll show you. Because there's several steps that you have to go to. If any of you members had looked at the recipe before this morning, you probably noticed I left the eggs off. I didn't put any eggs. I called little Linda this morning and I said, Linda, I know you're busy, but you've got to correct that recipe for me. So she went in there and corrected it. So the recipe has the eggs in it now. And one of my little molds here is not as deep as the other one. So whatever mold you use, you have to use that same kind to do the next step that I do after they get done. And I'll show you that in a minute. You have to cook these about 20 to 25 minutes. It really depends on the size of your pan and your oven, of course. Linda's at home this morning. It's just so messy for her to get out, but I know she can't hardly stand it because she's not here. But we know our limits, you know. So all right, now I'm only going to make a dozen here on camera because there's another step to another. Let me wipe this off. And I want to be able to show you the next step. So I'm going to wipe this off. I don't like nothing on the pan because it'll just burn. So I spilled a little bit there on the side. Okay, I'm going to put it in the oven now. And I put these silicone hands, excuse me. All of a sudden, I don't know why, kind of, I'm going to wash my hands, had to cough. I don't have a cold. I don't know why I had to cough. I guess it's the way I swallowed. Okay. Shake your pan around a little bit so that the filling will be even. And put it in your oven. And you put it on a cookie sheet. All right, I'm going to set my timer. Okay, now, the next step, let me get this out of the way. I'll cook another batch off camera. But these are the cupcakes. I cooked them this morning. See? And there's so many steps to it. What you have to do I used one package of 24 ounce of vanilla almond bark. Now, if you're doing a white cake and you want chocolate on the bottom of these cupcakes, these are hearts, then you would use chocolate. But I'm using the vanilla almond bark. You can use white chocolate chips if you want to. And a pointer from my sister, Linda, if you use the chocolate chips, you may need to add like a teaspoon of heavy whipping cream in that because the white chocolate chips, they burn really easy. And I think that's what I've always made the mistake because I have never had good luck with melting chocolate. And I think that's because they just get so hot till they burn and then they get hard and you have to throw them away. So almond bark is the easiest to use, but if you use the white chocolate, you can, but add a little bit of heavy whipping cream, just like a teaspoon or so to it, to keep it from drying out. That's what happens, the reason it burns. But and I'm fixing to have to reheat this because I've already made some this morning. I put the whole package in here and I melt this white almond bark 30-second increments. Let me put this in there. Okay, so you have to do it in 30-minute increments because you take it out and stir it to make sure it don't burn. And when the cupcakes comes out of the oven, you put them on a rack and let them cool for about, say, 10 minutes in the mold and the form. Then you take them, I just split mine out on a wire rack. Then you take them out and let them finish cooling. The cupcakes has to be completely cold for this next step. So that's why I made these ahead of time. This is my chocolate, and I'm going to have to put it in there because I've done melt this one time this morning, and it gotten cold. But I'm going to, let me see, it might be warm enough, thin enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think it will be. All right, what I did is I put some of these sprinkles. You can put any kind of sprinkles you want. This is called Cupid's Favorite Sprinkles. I think I got this I got it at TJ Maxx. You can put some of them in there. I don't know if you can see. Okay, I put some sprinkles in the bottom. And I'm only doing 3 because I've already done the rest of them, and I'll show them to you in a minute. Or you can put some little hearts. You can put any kind of little sprinkles of things you want in there. I'm going to put a few little hearts in here, which I didn't do on those others. You just do them different ways. Just whatever you want, because this white chocolate is going to, this candy is going to go incorporate with your white chocolate. Okay, so any kind of sprinkles or if you want to put pecans, whatever you want. But I'm using this silicone prep bows. This is Pepper Chef, and I'm giving a set of these away this morning. So comment where you're from, the state you're from. So that's where you're going to get in the drawing for a set of these silicone prep bows. So post in comment your state, the state you're from. All right, now it's got a little spout on it, so I'm going to pour this over those sprinkles, and however thick you want it. I didn't put mine real thick this morning. On one of them, I got it too thick. But just pour it over the sprinkles. And, okay. And just kind of make sure that it gets the form. It's warm, and when it gets cold, it will be the shape of your heart. The heart in the pan. All right, and you have to do this while it's still warm. I turn the top of my cupcake, I turn it face down on the chocolate. And you kind of pat it down, because you want it to stick to that chocolate, that white chocolate. If your cake comes out of your pans a little bit off and not completely a heart, you can take a knife and just trim it up to fit a heart, for it to be more like the shape of a heart. Just kind of mash them down. You have to mash them down so that warm chocolate will sink into the cake, and that's why the cake has to be cool, but the melted chocolate has to be warm. Now I'm putting this in the freezer. And I put these in the refrigerator. Here's what they look like whenever the completed product. It takes about an hour. I think I put on the instructions 2 hours in the freezer, but in my freezer it only took an hour for this to get hard. And when you put it in the freezer, you want to put it on a flat surface like a cookie sheet or something, because you want that chocolate to melt, to be strong. See? Now you got a heart. And these are the ones that I forgot to put the little sprinkles in. So I did more of those than any. But then I did another batch, and that's why I only have 3 in there. I had planned on doing 6 on the air, and then I realized that I had to have the pan to show you. So this is the ones with the sprinkles. And so there. So that's what they look like, and it makes a cute little heart cupcake. And instead of frosting, you've got the white chocolate, and you can choose whichever end that you want, whether it's the top or the bottom. But I chose to put the top of the muffin down into the chocolate, because the top seems to be a little out of shape to a certain extent because of the way the cake, way I filled it a little bit too full, so it kind of out of shape a little bit. But you see, when you put it down into that mix, into that hot chocolate, it forms it perfectly. So that is easy, simple recipe. Very simple. And also, I bought these, I think I got these at Michael's. I had some little heart tins, and I baked some in those, and they come with a little lid on top, and I'm not going to snap that in because I started to snap it too while ago, and I said no, because that actually, it fits on there tight. I'm going to just put a little frosting on that, and put this little lid on top, and that would make it nice to give to someone. So if you want to take a teacher or a child or a neighbor or a mother or something, just buy you some of these little throwaway pans and put a frosting on them. As far as that goes, you could dip this in the white chocolate too, if you wanted to, and put the lid on it. So that'd make a nice little gift to give away. And I will wait for those to come out of the oven, but I'm going to clear my table off here and show you, tell you I've got a name that won the January pink apron. So I'm going to tell you who that was. I guess I done most of the work off camera, but I did want to show y'all, and it takes about an hour for this to get cold. So that's the reason that I did that. All right, now the winner for January's apron. And remember, January's over. If you had a birthday in January and either your name wasn't picked or either you forgot to post it, it's too late to post it now. And please don't send your birthdays for February until the last week of February, because it just backs up my phone, and it's just too much to save, and it gets bogged in with others, and your name's not going to get in there. So please, if you have already sent me your February birthday, it will be deleted today, but I want you to re-enter it the last week. And we're not taking September's or May's or August, no birthdays except February. And that's the way it always is. For the new ones that are following us, we give away a white or pink apron every month, but we give it away the next video after the end of the month. So you have to send your name, the day, not the date, the day of your birthday for that month, for February, and your address. If you send your name and tell me your birthday and you don't send an address, I'm sorry, but we have to skip it, because we can't hunt you down to try to tell you that we need your address to mail it. There's been times that we've literally had an apron in a bag for 3 or 4 weeks and not know the address to send it to. So we're not going to do that anymore. We want you to send your address whenever you put your birthday in there. All right, now the winner to this one, and they did not specify white or pink. So whatever we have at the moment, that's what we send you. All right, so on the apron birthday for January, the winner is Bridget Thomas. Bridget Thomas from Dallas, Texas. I thought when I said, my goodness, well, that's when it comes up. When we choose this, we go by numbers. We don't even see the address whenever that. We just count down, and wherever it lands, that's who gets an apron. Okay, so Bridget Thomas, congratulations. You won the apron, and we'll be getting that in the mail to you hopefully today. I think I'll be able to get out today. Now, I just like to encourage y'all. I know there's a lot of people that has doctor's appointments, things going on. I read a text last night from someone that's dealing with cancer. Just try to live in the moment and just think that you're going to make it. Just push that extra effort and say, this is going to be a good day. And if you have positive thoughts, that makes you have a better day. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a perfect day, but if you'll just try to think positive thoughts, and if you're dealing with cancer, and if you're dealing with a disease or sickness or something, just live in the moment. And just that day, don't think about the next week or the next month. Say, today I'm going to do all I can to put forth to do what I know to be done to make me get better. So I just had that on my mind, so I'm not trying to annoy anyone. Okay, let's see. Now, I told y'all, don't forget now, post where you're from, because I'm giving away, a set of these silicone bowls this morning, and it comes in a set of 3. I've got 2 sets, so I have to take them out. All right, it comes in a, it's a 3 cups. And this one is 2 cups and 1 cup. The set of 3 silicone, they're $27. I'll be giving this away today, but you need to post where you're from. We've already picked out a state. I've discussed it with the other ladies. Carla's on the other end, Monterton, Linda's on the other end, and so we're looking for a certain state, and we don't know where anyone's at or not. If your video gets a little bit dim sometimes, don't worry about it. It will not go off. And if you miss something on those ingredients or anything, you can go back and watch replay, and it won't have nothing cut out of it. So don't forget to post the state that you're in, that you're from. All right, now I'm going to show you. Since we have extra time, and I did all that ahead of time, I'm gonna show you what we're doing a drawing for this too. I told y'all, asked y'all yesterday if you had a grandchild or children, a child, grandchild, great-grandchild within the ages of school age is what I was more looking for, up to a teenager. Well, then we did a count, and we selected somebody within those children's ages, and we do have a name. It's so if you're watching a replay on this will be over. The name has already been drawn because we announced this yesterday, so it's too late to post your grandchildren's ages now. We've already got a name, and we're going to be sending this to someone today. And I'm not doing a fancy. I could do it like a big, like a bouquet or something. I'm not doing that. This bucket is not big enough. I don't know what size it is, but it's not big enough to get everything I want to put in here. So I'm just gonna start. I'll show you what I'm putting in here. I had thought I'd go to the store and get some more things to go in it, but I tried it last night. I don't think I could get anything else in it. Go check my muffins. Let me put this timer on again. I had taken my timer off when I put that chocolate in there, and I forgot to go back and do it. So at least this will give me something to go by. All right, empty. I'm just gonna put. This is some conversation hearts. I'm just gonna put them in the bottom of the thing. I will, when I go to the store, I will get some things that I want to add to it, but it's the saran wrap. I've got the saran wrap, but I don't have a bow. So I will just post a picture of the completed product, but I'm going to show you what I'm putting in here today. All right, so I've got little pink milk chocolate kisses. I put them in there. Cookies and cream hearts. Put that in there. Some Reese's peanut butter hearts. I don't have no certain way to put these in here, so I may rearrange it after I put them in here. And there's some little, some more kisses, milk chocolate. And here's some more fudge hearts. Just all kinds of candy. And you can take this to your school, the child can, or if they have siblings, they can take it to the siblings. Here's, this is also chocolate, like M&M's, but it's chocolate. And then here's some little wind chimes that you paint. Has a little paint in here, and it has the brush and everything in here to make a little wind chime. So we put that in there. Here's a heart chocolate. I told you I didn't have room to do anything else, any posters. And then here's 16 piece pencils, Valentine pencils. I'll put that in there. Here's some little stickers, some little heart stickers. They'll go in there. There's some child I'll get a box full of things. This is some little notebook pads. How many? There are 10 in it. Some little notebook pads. And this is from Pinky Mall's Cakes, Cookie Candy. This gift is. And here's some more little heart candy. It's a lot of candy. So whoever wins this, you could, if you have server kids, you could just make an individual sack for them. But I didn't do that because I don't know if you want to take it to school or if you want to give it to your kids. This is his original fruit, some kind of little fruit. It was in the shape of a heart, so I just picked it up too. Just stick it in here. This is some little love you sticks. They're just little sticks. I just thought I'd put them in there, let them know that they're loved. You know, our children are awful important to us. And so life wouldn't be the same without our children. They just make it a better place to live. They just so sweet and innocent and so lovable. And then a little stuffed animal we'll put in on top here. So, see, I didn't put anything. I thought about putting each one, hot glue in each item on a stick, but I couldn't have got it all in here because that's really what I was going to do, but it wouldn't have been room. So this is a little heart bucket, and I will wrap it in saran wrap and put it in a box, and I will try to get it taped and down, done well enough that this won't move around. But I'll be sending that to some lucky person this morning. And let's see, whose name was that? I'll have, and this, we do not have any address, a phone number, or anything with this name. So I'm hoping this person, if they were watching yesterday, because they posted it from my video, and it didn't necessarily have to be a live video, that they had to watch it live. It was just, because we didn't put no stipulation on it, because I thought that we wanted to give the people a chance that watched replays that wasn't able, because a lot of you do have appointments and things and other things to do besides just watching live. So we gave everybody an opportunity to enter for this Valentine box. And the person's name is Lamar Weaver. I hope that you're watching because we need your address. That's Lamar Weaver. And send your address to my phone, 903-649-0605. You can text it. Text it, please. Text it to 903-649-0605 because I will be mailing it today. We're trying this new phone system. We're trying to do a little bit better because we get so many, they're getting bogged down. So I want to make sure that I get the address. Now, if Lamar Weaver does not give me her address I'm going to give you by tomorrow. Is today Thursday? It is Thursday. If I don't get this by noon tomorrow, or I'll just say, no, I'm just going to say over the weekend because I'm going to give y'all plenty of time. If I do not have the address for Lamar Weaver by Monday, then we will draw another number because I saved all of them that you sent with your children's ages. We will draw again but this has to be mailed by Monday or you won't get it before Valentine. So Monday is a limit, and then on Monday it's going to be, I have to have that name by Monday. Anyway, I'm gonna try my best to do this right, because I want Lamar Weaver to have it. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. I can't even remember actually any of your comments, but that's the name that came up. So, congratulations to her. And let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. I do want to make sure that y'all get on the right page, watching the right page, because I was reading some of the comments on this other page, because it was just rolling on Facebook. I mean, I wasn't clicking on fans, Pinky Moss Cakes, Cookies, and Candy. It's just rolling on the internet. And some of y'all that follows us says, "Oh, I hadn't seen y'all in a long time. Where have y'all been?" So they're, they're just watching and then even some of them have even asked questions on this page. They can't answer that question because they don't know. It's our videos. So the best way to go to watch our videos is go to our website, which is PinkyMossKitchen.com, and scroll down to the bottom and click on the F for Facebook. Now, we also post these same videos on YouTube. So if you had preferred to watch it on YouTube, little Linda posts our videos on YouTube. But it's a delayed time because she can't do it until after the video has been aired on Facebook. So, that's, let me see, check my cupcakes. I have a tester. You can time these little cakes, but you also have to use a taste tester, because every oven's different and your molds are different. So I'm gonna test these and see. These are done. I'm gonna get them out. I will put them here so you can see them, but I'm not decorating them. And Carla, if you will text me on my phone, if you'll text me the winner of the silicone bows, please. This is where I do them. I put them on this rack in the pan for about 10 minutes. And you can see that when I put too much in, and it ruined the shape of the heart. But what I'll do when I flip this over, I will take the knife and I will make that little V in that cake. And then when you put the chocolate and you dip it, you turn it upside down in the chocolate, then it's going to form that heart. So that's it. And they're done. But I gotta let them cool. So, and I'm hoping that I don't forget to take a picture this morning. I'm gonna turn my oven off. So this is the finished product after you do all the steps that I've just shown you how to do. And that's why I did this ahead of time, because these will have to cool 10 minutes, and then I have to put them in the freezer. So I did that all ahead of time. All right, now, let me get my phone. Okay, so the winner of the silicone bows, and I have the box ready. I hadn't got it wrapped, but I got the box ready to mail today. The winner to the silicone bows would be Pamela Rudolph. Pamela Rudolph. So congratulations. I need your address. So you will need to text me your address on 903-649-0605. So just text me your address and I will get those bows. And hopefully that I will get it today because I'm going to the post office today and I would like to get it in the mail today. So send me your address, Pamela Rudolph. And I'll tell you what we were looking for. We was looking for a certain state. So apparently Pamela Rudolph is from Michigan. We just selected a state out of the blue, and so you're from that. We think ahead of time a question, and if y'all answer, that's how you get in the drawing. It's no way that we're going to know who's going to win or anything. So congratulations to Pamela Rudolph, and let me find my page again. I want to make sure I say the right name for that bouquet. I think it's Lamar Weaver. I believe it's what I said. Let me see. I have so many books. Lamar Weaver won the Valentine bucket for your grandchildren. So thank y'all so much for being patient and watching our videos, and I hope that y'all do this little Valentine cakes. They're real simple, and they make a real cute little display and a treat for the kids. You know, the kids likes different things. You could even make one for your their teacher or something. It's real. Oh, I didn't even taste it, did I? See the bottom of it? That's the bottom. That's where that spray, it made it a little dark, and so if you use butter, it might not be that dark. Anyway, I hate to taste this, but because I'm trying to stay away from sweets, but I guess I will. Let me get me a plate. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna see. That chocolate, that is hard, so I'm gonna have to bite it probably. I'll just bite it. It's chocolate. It's good. And it depends on how deep you get that chocolate in there. If you want a real thin layer, just don't put as much. So, it's good. I like white chocolate anyway. I don't like the chocolate. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to count your blessings, and we will be back on Monday with the new, it's a dessert that I actually carried to church Sunday, and everybody was raving over it and wanting to know the recipe and how I made it. I'll be doing that on Monday. Then we'll be back together on Tuesday. I guess, I'm not sure. I think it's at my house Tuesday. Anyway, we put this all on the calendar, and it seems to make sense when we put it on the calendar. It might not make sense to y'all, but that's the way it is with Linda and I. So thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a blessed weekend, and stay safe. If you've got flooding in your area or freezing in your area, please don't take any risk and go through water that you don't know how deep it is and how the current's going. And stay safe, warm, and don't forget to count your blessings. We have many things to be thankful for. So we love y'all, and we will see y'all again on Monday. Bye-bye.